The mountain meditation is normally done in a sitting position or either on the floor or a chair, and begins by sensing into the support you have from the chair or the cushion. And I just want you to be sitting there, just getting yourself nice and comfy. As you're doing that, just sense the support that your chair is offering you, or the back of the chair is offering you, paying attention to the actual sensations of the contact. And then just finding a position of stability and poise, your upper body balanced over your hips and your shoulders in a comfort and comfortable but alert position. Put your hands on your lap or your knees and your arms hanging by their own weight. Maybe like heavy curtains, stable and relaxed, actually sensing into your body, feeling your feet, your legs, your hips, your lower and upper body, your arms, your shoulders, your neck or your head. Just feeling the sensations, just allowing yourself to relax. And let's bring your awareness now to your breath. The actual physical sensations, feeling each breath as it comes in and as it goes out. Letting the breath be just as it is, without trying to change or regulate it in any way. Allowing it to flow easily and naturally, with its own rhythm and pace. Knowing full well that you are breathing perfectly well right now. Nothing for you to do. In fact, you're just allowing the body to be still and sitting with a sense of dignity, a sense of resolve, a sense of being complete, whole in this very moment. Your posture is reflecting a sense of wholeness. And as you sit here, letting any image form in your mind's eye of the most magnificent or beautiful mountain you've ever seen or you can ever imagine, in your mind's eye, let it gradually come into much more greater focus. Allowing the sense of this mountain and the feeling of its overall shape, its lofty peaks or peaks high in the sky, the large base rooted into the bedrock of the Earth's crust. Maybe it's got steep or gentle sloping sides. Just notice how massive it is, how solid, how unmoving, how beautiful, whether from afar or up close. Perhaps your mountain has snow blanket in it. Its top, maybe the trees are reaching down to the base, or rugged granite sides. There may be streams or waterfalls cascading down the slopes. There may be one peak or a series of peaks, with meadows or with high lakes. Just see your mountain, take it on board. Take on board everything. When we're observing it, we're noticing its qualities. And when you feel ready, seeing if you can bring the mountain into your body. Sitting here so that your body and the mountain in your mind's eye become one. So that you're still here. And you can share in the massiveness and stillness and the majesty of this mountain. You become the mountain. Maybe grounded here in a sitting position, your head becomes the lofty peak, supported by the rest of your body and afforded a very panoramic view. Your shoulders and the arms are the sides of the mountain, your buttocks and legs are the solid base, rooted to your cushion or your chair. You're experiencing in your body a sense of uplift from deep within your pelvis and spine. With each breath as you continue sitting, becoming a little more a breathing mountain, alive and vital, yet unwavering in your stillness, completely what you are beyond the words and thought, a centered, grounding, unmoving presence. And as you sit here, becoming aware of the fact that as the sun travels across the sky, the light and the shadows and the colors are changing virtually moment by moment. You sit in this mountain stillness. Your surface teems with life and activity, streams, melting snow, waterfalls, plants and wildlife. And as the mountain sits, seeing and feeling how night follows day and follows night, the bright warming sun followed by the cool night sky studded with stars, and the gradual dawning of a new day. And through it all, the mountain just sits, experiencing change in each moment, constantly changing, yet always just being itself. It remains still as the seasons flow into another, and as the weather changes moment by moment and day by day, calmness is abiding all change. And in the summer, there's no snow on the mountain except perhaps the very peaks or in crags shielded from the direct sunlight. In the fall, the mountain may wear a coat of brilliant fire colors. In winter, a blanket of snow and ice. In any season, it might find itself at times enshrouded in clouds or fog or pelted by freezing rain. People may come to see the mountain and comment how beautiful it is, or how it's not a good day to see the mountain. It's too cloudy, it's too rainy, it's too foggy, it's too dark. None of this matters to the mountain, which remains at all times its essential self. Clouds may come and go, tourists may like or not, but the mountain's magnificence and beauty are not changed one bit by whether people see it or not, the seen or unseen, internal clouds broiling or frigid, day or night. It just sits. It just sits being itself. And at times it's visited by violent storms, buffeted by snow and rains, and the winds of unthinkable magnitude. Through it all, the mountain sits. Spring comes, tree leaves fall out, flowers bloom in the high meadows, birds sing in the trees once again, streams overflow with waters of melting snow. Through it all, the mountain continues to sit unmoved by the weather, by what happens on its surface, by the world of appearances, remaining in its essential self through the seasons, the changing weather, the activity ebbing and flowing on its surface. In the same way as we sit in meditation, we can learn to experience the mountain. We can embody the same central unwavering stillness and groundness in the face of everything that changes in our lives over seconds, over hours, over years. And in our lives and in meditation practice, we experience constantly the changing nature of mind and body of the outer world. We have our own periods of light and darkness, activity and inactivity, our moments of color and moments of drabness. It's true that we experience storms of varying intensity and violence in the outer world and in our own minds and bodies. Buffeted by high winds, by cold and rain, we endure your periods of darkness and pain, as well as the moments of joy and upliftment. Even our appearance constantly changes. And by becoming the mountain in our meditation practice, we can link up with its strength, its stability, the principles we can adopt for our own. We can use its energy to support our energy, to encounter each moment with mindfulness and equanimity and clarity. It may help us to see that our thoughts and feelings, our preoccupations, our emotional storms and crises, even the things that happen to us, are very much like the weather on the mountain. We tend to take it all personally. But its strongest characteristic is it being impersonal. The weather of our own lives is not to be ignored or denied. It's to be encountered, honored, felt, known for what it is, and held in awareness. And holding it in this way, we come to know a deeper silence and a stillness and wisdom. Mountains have this to teach us, and the much more we can let in. So if you can find and resonate in some way with the strength and stability of the mountain in your sitting, it's going to be helpful for you to use it from time to time, to remind you of what it means to sit mindfully and resolve with that wakefulness in true stillness. So in time that remains, continue to sustain this mountain meditation on your own in the silence, moment to moment, for a few moments until I call you back. And when you're ready, take a nice deep breath in, wiggle your fingers, and come back into the room.